Are we live now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the show's already on.
Yeah.
Cool, that's okay. Hey, welcome.
We can cut off the front bit.
Hi. We are Boulder, the weekly TV show filmed live at the Coffee Cup every week, where we ask the question, what is your big dream for Boulder City? With
Travis Robinson.
and Alan. That's our intro. And today our guest is Tanya Vece, writer and inspirational person and visionary, writer and visionary here to tell us. Oh, this is the delay, so it's kind of weird, right? Okay, we're getting used to this. So what's really exciting about this is that there are 3 billion potential people looking at us on the planet, and nobody's looking at us right now. So
it's exciting.
It's exciting.
Does it tell you how many people we
Yes,
have?
it'll show. When some people view us, they'll see us. So anything that anybody comes on is like pretty cake. There's 3 billion. No one's looking. We're in this void and the blackness, but
Right now we're in the bubble.
we're gonna shed light on the blackness here. Okay.
Take it away, Alan.
Okay. So Tanya,
Yes, Alan.
what is your big dream for Boulder City?
I want Boulder City to become the film festival mecca. So I want to surpass Sundance.
Ah,
Okay.
That is my goal. We're
really?
working really hard on Film Festival this week. We have every single channel locally as
I
far
know.
as news.
I went to the volunteer meeting
You did
on Saturday, and they were bragging about you. They were saying we're going to get national
Really?
news. National news.
Yep. Entertainment Tonight is coming out.
Really?
Entertainment Tonight's going to be out here Friday. They're going to tape and then it's going to feed. They're doing a piece on Vegas and they're tying us in.
Isn't that Nevada? Isn't that Nevada segment on Friday night, or is that Saturday?
You're talking about Nevada filmmakers?
Yeah.
I think that's on Saturday.
He's in.
That's where I
Travis.
submitted, but it didn't get into Nevada filmmakers. I think I'm in persons of interest on Friday. Yeah.
Oh, so you got.
So you could do Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah, he is a filmmaker.
Sure.
He's a real filmmaker.
Maybe.
As a
I
matter of
don't know what
fact,
that is, but
Yeah.
You need to be interviewing him.
No, we have practice on him.
But this is the goal for Boulder.
Yeah.
Is to bring all the press attention, especially with I-11 coming through, and to kind of keep it historic, but change it.
Right. Oh, right.
That is the goal.
Okay.
People like Travis put on the mark and then come back when you're big and famous and rich.
Oh, yeah.
Look upon us little
Or when he has like, when on our show has like 5 subscribers or something like that,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do a Q&A with you.
Yeah.
I'm open to it.
No, that is all. Well, Travis's film has a film that's already enshrined in. Were you enshrined?
So one of my films, it's actually not the one that got in, which was kind of surprising, but what got into the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. For an expo, and then it's logged in the Library of Congress, as well as with my footage. It's about a homeless veteran on the streets of Salinas who has an extreme alcoholism problem, and he actually he didn't kill himself. He died. But yeah, it's kind of like in this enshrined space just because it's got to see the last and capture the last bits of Mr. Paris. So yeah.
So there are filmmakers here. See, we have a local filmmaker, but I think it's a great.
That's part of my vision, and then to capitalize on the motorcyclists that come through.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get some promotion for Arch Motorcycle.
Oh yeah. No. I tell you what, Arch Motorcycle. I mean, I-11. That is going to be the coolest place to test the motorcycle. I'm telling you, man. Getting off on that big turn and going on I-11 to take a turn, and then going down the North Shore Road. That's where I'd sell a bike.
So we're hoping that we could get them to get a flagship store here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I got a space from right on the highway. I tell you, we could have the hangar. Or the bulk
Can we
steel.
talk about that?
Oh,
The hangar would be really cool.
no, yeah, maybe not. Well, this is about. It's about
To bring new business into town.
Well, yeah. Part of the thing we want to do is shed light rather than make it a big secret. There's a whole generation. Well, one of the reasons we're doing the show is Travis and I decided to do this show mainly because we think we're funny. We laugh at each other's jokes. So if they're, well,
And we can
we
stand
think
each
we're
other.
funny. We can stand each other. We've known each other. How old are you now?
I'm 23.
23. So I've known him since he was like 4, literally. His mother interviewed us at McDonald's to make sure we're suitable playmates for our son was acceptable to them, and we were. We passed the test, and
Here we are.
here we are. And so we decided, we were sitting there the other day laughing at each other's jokes, like, we should do a television show together because we think we're funny, at least. We could have fun together.
Between two, we're okay.
Yeah. So, so part of it is like we want to get from kind of, we're kind of like I'm a baby boomer, and he's kind of millennial. So we're kind of like, the idea is like, we have guests, right?
Yeah.
If we both understand it, we figure maybe we'll contribute to something in the world.
Boulder.
Yeah, Boulder, And like, so we have to relate to, everybody.
So, as a filmmaker then, how do you feel about that vision? Have you been to other festivals?
I've been to some small festivals. Obviously, I did the one that I had the video, and there's been 2 in Monterey. One in Big Sur, and then another in Watsonville. So small festivals. I haven't been to anything like Sundance, but it's kind of funny. So my professors, actually were talking about this film festival and how great it was from a filmmaker kind of perspective, and how everybody was really able to, talk with each other, and basically it's like a filmmakers festival. Boulder's really interesting just because it's so much of a melting pot. I could totally see something like that taking off here, because it's like one of the few small towns that has a lot of history. It's next to Las Vegas being a mecca for people to come to and party. So it's like you got filmmakers coming here, having their small history film festival, and then going off and doing whatever the heck they want in Vegas on their off time in between. So it sounds like it has potential.
Oh, Trav, tell her the truth. You're in the festival because I bugged the shit out of you to get your film in.
Yeah. I was like, just submit it.
Just submit the film.
So you have another one in this year.
Yes. I have,
No, the first one.
Yeah. I haven't done this film festival actually yet. Yeah.
But it's not The Homeless. What film do you have this year?
No, my film this year is called Solitude. It's about, actually it is homeless, but a philosophical Santa character who's like a rock on this street called Soledad Street. And so Salinas, for like some background information, is top 10 in the U.S. for gang violence. Soledad Street is where everybody homeless, coming out of jail, absolutely everybody gets dropped off once they get out of jail because they have a food kitchen there. And anyways, the city was putting through an ordinance to kick out the homeless, to do like a big street sweep, as well as put law enforcement kind of in how to, I guess, keep them away from there on a more permanent basis. And he ran like the homeless newspaper there on the street, big activist. One of the few guys who kind of like was outspoken and had like a voice on a more political level from the streets, instead of just kind of showing up to stuff. He was trying to organize, and it kind of tells that whole back end of Soledad Street. And actually, obviously takes a snapshot of it, but like it's not the same way. They don't have like the shanty, Grapes of Wrath tents up anymore. The community base, as far as like their local community of what was Soledad Street, isn't there anymore. So once again, got to like capture that bubble of the back end of Sold Out Street being a really, really tight-knit community, and his role in just trying to support that community.
I mean, you have to go on.
I'm kind of leaning on him. It's gonna be-
Yeah,
we
we
need
have,
to-
we have to have him showcase these. I mean, it's
Oh,
those
yeah.
types of stories.
Oh,
You
yeah.
and I have talked about
Sure.
Boulder and the different types of stories and the history. but
we should have like a short.
That's one of the
a
things
damn
why I
short
thought was
film
so
festival.
cool, because like Boulder City has like tons of anti-homeless laws where nobody can like be on the side of the street, like
I didn't know
police.
this.
Oh yeah,
I just thought we were clean and green. I didn't know there was
No.
laws.
oh, well, it's kind of
Left over
interesting.
from Sim Zealy, it's kind of like it's like the history of the clean. See, clean green Boulder City theme was from the 30s. It was not from like it was considered, and it was like the different meaning than it is today. Green. I mean, clean meant it was morally clean,
So there's actually laws you can't be on the street
Yeah.
in Boulder?
and then like and like no drinking, no gambling, no living on the streets.
No
and
having a
then-
backpack and
And then
sitting
green
down.
was was the color. Because there's lots of trees. They planted, there's no there's no tree, rather than like solar energy or anything. But, but it's really interesting how from the 30s and today, clean green, we still have the same thing, the same tagline, but it kind of has morphed and it's still relevant, in a different way. So what do you see, like a monthly? How often do you see these events?
So I want the film festival to remain how it is, annual and grow.
I love it. They don't hold it all the time.
Sub-events
Right.
related to film. And then I was hoping maybe we could lobby to do some kind of, because I know the film office in Nevada does some grants
Right.
and some tax things, but I want to do some incentives out here so that filmmakers come out here. It
Okay.
becomes more embedded into the culture.
I got an idea for you.
Okay.
The Television Film Festival, the Boulder City Television Film Festival. We get these old series. Here's the first
I
one.
was going to say, does anybody watch TV anymore?
It does, but here it is. In 1980s, Desi Arnaz Jr. starred in a show called Automan,
Yes.
which is an amazing show about the internet and the internet of all things, except it's really hokey because the internet talks to each
I
other.
think I wrote about this.
You wrote about, I told you about this, right? So he would like go into the DMV and then the DMV computer would like flirt with him, go, "Hi, Automan, how you doing? You haven't seen you in a while." And he goes, "Hey, baby," it's like really 80s.
So we could do like a
Well,
mini festival.
a mini festival. Well, this is what I thought. Like, you kind of do it like,
Scary, maybe it's not
sci-fi
what I
theater. Well, yeah, you have a live audience,
Right.
and then you tell stories. You get the writers, the people, the television stars, and then you have, like, you have comments. You show you binge watch the whole. It was only done in 1 year. At the time, it was the most expensive TV show ever made, $1 million an episode, which is why it was canceled.
That's Friends money.
Huh? Yeah.
It's like,
But it's like, but in '80 that was but it was but I think it's a lot of like film stars and writers, that all those storytellers, and a lot of them live in Vegas still.
right.
That
There's
would
a lot
love,
that live here too.
yeah, or here, but just a film where you see a whole series and bring in the stars, which I think they would appreciate the audience, reconnecting with their audience, because by definition, if you were on TV, you were famous, because there are only three. I mean, in the old days, it's like by definition,
So here we
that
are.
was it. It was like Andy Warhol. It's all about Andy. You're on TV for your 15 minutes of fame. You were famous, and today we have so much media, so much outlets like this.
Everybody's famous.
Everybody's famous, and we are. We're all famous. All right, we're all famous.
We're all famous. You're famous.
Because we are immortal. This is out in the universe. We are right next to Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn out there in the waves of media.
In the
You're
ether.
taking my cold medicine.
Oh yeah. But or whatever the show is. I mean, think of any show in the world.
I agree. I think it should be kept. I'm not, and you and I might disagree on this. I'm not for growth. I don't want it to get bigger. I don't
What?
want Boulder City to get bigger.
Oh, bigger. Oh
I
yeah.
want to keep it quaint, but I want
Quaint.
the things that we
Yeah.
do
Right.
to be national. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Right. Well, I don't answer it's bigger. But we need people. Well, one of the things we
I mean,
think.
I want tourism to come through, but then
You want
when
you
the
want
event's
all,
over,
but everybody goes home.
out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Go home. Get out of here.
Oh yeah.
bring us
Okay.
your tourism dollars.
Right, and then go home.
That's what Sundance is essentially, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not.
I really wouldn't know, but like kinda. I don't know. Sundance is kind of one of those things where it had like a really, really good core start, and it's in recent years I feel like kind of been blown out of proportion.
Well,
But I don't know.
What was the other one that Svetlana went to this year? That other festival.
Are you talking about Cannes?
well, there's a Las Vegas Film Festival.
California that was smaller.
Oh, there's a Palm Springs
Palm Springs.
Festival.
Okay.
So everybody wants to go to it because it's Palm Springs and there's that exclusivity to it.
Right.
Hi
But
guys,
nobody's
Switching
really
Cousins Law.
moving there, so they're able to keep these screens as Palm Springs.
Okay.
I'd like us to run parallel, but I've got it.
Okay.
It's my vision.
That's a good vision.
I feel like it could really work just because of how Boulder City's kind of like set up. I feel like it would be. So you have Drunkard Street, right? You just have like a line of bars. I mean, what filmmaker doesn't want to just do a line of bars? What filmmaker
Well, it's
doesn't
kinda
want to
like-
go into like the Boulder Dam hotel and like
Well,
hear like a ghost story
Let me tell you
or
how
something?
Nevada works sometimes, though. Like there's a little town called Pioche, right? I mean, this is not quite your vision, but it has parallels, which may be tenuous, but I'm going to try to make it anyway. This town has like 250 people in it, right? Pioche. It's an old mining town. It used to.
never been, but okay.
It was the murder capital of the world at one time. It had more murders. It was like in
See
Spain.
how we're tying this
Okay, anyway, it was.
We're getting there.
It was rough. Well, it's next to Pioche. Panaca was this little Mormon town with all,
Okay.
and then next to Pioche, which was this, and as this gold mining town. But, they have like 6 bars. So we went when we were in outdoor Nevada when he was a baby. We did outdoor Nevada. We cut Christmas trees and stayed in Pioche. But there's like 6 bars in town, this little town. So the videographer and I go, wow. How are there 6 bars in this town? There's only 250 people here, Let's go find out. So we went to the bar, and they're like packed. Every bar is like packed. No, they're all the people, the Mormon people coming over the mountains from Pioche to hang at the bar. But everybody, but nobody parking. They're all parked in the back. And I go, where are all these people from? Oh, they're all from Utah. He goes, oh, wow. He says, what's happening? He goes, well, no one bar hops in Pioche because if you bar hop, the next bar you might see your bishop.
So they pick their place.
They pick their place and they stay. That's it. And they park in the back and they pick their place and you stay in your bar, but they're packed.
Kind of like me with the town.
Yeah, you have to
Just stick at the tab.
when they leave and at the end of the night they disappear over the hills through the back road and return home to their other.
Back into Utah. Yeah.
Well, it is, but you can see how a film festival has parallels. I mean, you bring people in and they go home. They come here, have their alter ego, and then they go back. Yeah. Let's go. Maybe that's the business. Part of it is like you got to feed everybody's alter ego. This is what you do, Terry. You just turn around, look at that camera, just look at and tell us what the daily special. That's it. Just tell us. Just look at the camera.
Okay, daily special. 1, 2, 3 biscuits, gravy, eggs, and bacon.
That's it. The daily special. We're gonna grow it from there. See, the daily special could be
Are you giving me your mic?
This is like
So everybody could hear my nasally.
Yeah, this is organic living television production. As we get equipments, we will add and bring them to you.
Can you hear me? Where did he go? He's off in another conversation.
No, he's here. That's great about a bar.
Okay, let's go to question 2.
Question 2. Okay, we got okay. Now we're in section 2. We're running 20 minutes over time, but that's okay.
Okay, what's question 2?
Okay,
Oh, that's an easy answer.
So Tanya,
so
what is your superpower?
I thought about this all weekend. I could pick things up with my feet, with my toes.
oh yeah. What kind of things can you pick up with your toes?
Straws, forks, pens, clothing.
Okay.
Depends on what it is.
Can you articulate? Can you do things like I had a friend that was trying to teach himself to write with his feet. I have no idea why he was trying to do that, but he taught himself to
Casey's
write
got
his
his
name.
arms amputated.
Yeah, he had this kind of like phobia, but like he was sitting in the library like one day like And I said, what the hell are you doing?
I can do this.
I can do this. And he's like, I'm writing my name with my foot.
So here,
Okay.
you can't see this, but
Well,
now he's like, I don't want to touch the pen.
go ahead. Get it? Can you bring it up?
I'm not that pliable.
There it
My dirty foot.
Her superpower. Tanya, here it is. I will never wash this pen again.
Bringing class to Boulder City 1 foot at a time.
It's a great superpower.
So that's my. I thought of it at the last minute, but yes, that's very handy. That talent.
So what's like the most exciting thing you've ever picked up with your foot? I mean, like
the most exciting
thing you ever picked up.
I
with
didn't know
your
there
foot.
was going to be a follow-up question.
Well, that's what makes it fun.
God.
You get to explore your superpower.
Yeah, you can explore. We want to help you. Yes, we want to help you exploit and use your superpower for good in the world.
You know, I don't think there's anything that exciting yet, but maybe this week with Film Festival coming in,
That's right.
as we bump into one another, you guys could throw stuff at me, and then I'll
Like,
pick it up and
what'd
we'll
you
have
do?
something.
Oh yeah, pick it up with your feet.
I'll pick it up with my feet, and then we'll come back next Monday. We should just film a whole montage of it.
Well,
Picking up stuff with your feet.
Terry's going to give us that free breakfast pretty soon.
right. So anyway, hey, call us at Boulder and tell us about your superpower, and maybe you can be on the show.
Or let me know what you want me to pick up with my feet.
Oh yeah, bring your feet. Okay, we should end the show.
Okay.
All right.
How do we end the show?
This has been the first episode of Full Boulder. Thank you for not watching, but hopefully watching in the future.
In the future. Yeah. We will promote it. Thank you. Bye, universe.